Grace and peace, family. I hope everybody's doing good today. I'm gonna get right into this video, alright? So apparently 2025 is the year a lot of souls are stepping into purpose. It's about time. So with a lot of souls moving in purpose, we're gonna need a lot of guidance. So we're gonna start this video off right with the assignment versus the mission. Understanding this aspect is going to help you stay on track. Okay? So let's get into it. Okay, so as far as the assignment goes, your assignment, which is your purpose, it comes from the Lord. But coincidentally, it is also inside of you. Your purpose is true to your soul's contract. So you know exactly what you should be doing. Now, granted, it may need to be reawoken, which so with the Lord brings it right back up to you, but it is within you already. So you just need to figure it out so that you now are able to do it properly. Now, God always leaves the assignment open-ended. And this is for a reason. If you knew a play-by-play of everything that was going to happen in the movie, would you still pay to go see it? Most people are going to say no. And the reason is because you know everything already. It's not about getting to the destination, it's about the journey and how you're planning on getting there. The Lord likes to leave that journey up to us so that we can navigate it. You can also tap into your intuition, into your discernment, so that you build that connection, that strength with the Lord. That's going to help you really navigate what you should be doing and the best way to execute it. Because you can execute one project maybe 5 different ways and not be true to any of those ways as far as yourself. So self-mastery, very important. You're also going to have some tools in your toolbox. Biggest tools is going to be meditation, fasting, stillness, and prayer. All of these allow you to develop mental clarity. All of them. Especially fasting. You'd be surprised. But that clarity is how you get the guidance that you need so that you start navigating where to go and make sure that you're clear on the purpose. Because you can feel like, oh, I'm supposed to be a pastor, but not know that as a pastor, what does that mean? Are you supposed to be a pastor like what everyone else's definition of a pastor is? Or are you going to be a unique individual who does pastoral work in a completely different way? You can only figure that out by working with the Lord. And that has me go right into the mission aspect. As far as a mission, the mission is the way you execute the assignment. In order for you to fully develop the mission, you have to have complete trust in the Lord. Because you're going to be walking blind. That's the whole point of this, is to trust in God. You're looking up and you're not looking forward because He's ordering your steps. And as He orders your steps, you trust that your foot is going to land exactly where it's supposed to be. But keep in mind, if you take your eyes off God, it does also take your eyes off the prize. So where you may think that you could go right into building, starting your mission, and just working on it, you may work on a project that is not actually geared toward the assignment that's for you. So you really have to build that connection with the Lord. You really have to trust in the way that you are solid within yourself. This is also sorting through those aspects of you that no longer need to belong to you. We all develop defenses and protective measures to keep us safe from the world. But a lot of times they also work as a double barrier. It's kind of like having an electric fence to keep all of the bad out. The good can't get in either because that fence is active. So once you no longer need the fence, you're able to allow the good to come in. And the bad doesn't even want to anymore. So this is why it's so important to get into the mission. Now, it is easy to get distracted when it comes to the mission. Many souls start on the mission, and because they're working in their own strength, they lose the path. Just like I used the analogy of having your eyes covered or being blindfolded and walking. If you close your eyes and you walk 10 extra steps, you tend to not be on the exact same path you were when you started. This is what happens with the mission when you take your eyes off God, and you also lose that connection when the connection is disrupted. If you can't hear the Lord, then who are you listening to? So understanding all of these aspects are really going to help you ground yourself within yourself, so that as you're going forward, nothing can really push you. You can't be swayed. You're solid. Now, know that disruption comes from a lot of different factors. It can be from self-doubt, you just not believing in the path that you see. The Lord may have started showing you a path and you're like, I don't feel like that's me. But really, if you haven't done enough shadow work, you may not be operating from the real you in the first place. You can easily be operating from the you that you built as your mask to protect from the world. So maybe the real you does love to dance, and you just were told for a very long time that you weren't good at it. Or you were told for a very long time that dancers don't, make money, or they're not successful, so you discounted it. But it's something that's true to you. You also will have to defeat things like perfectionism. That's a hard one, because as you really walk in perfectionism, you'll really have issues with being okay with things not being perfect. It's going to be hard, but you can definitely do it. The other one, misguided information. When you aren't connected to God and it's not solid enough, you'll have other people who talk to you and they'll make you disbelieve in your own path. This happens more frequently than not. I think even higher than the other two. And lastly, the ego. The ego is a beast. It really is. Because the ego will have you work for purpose, but for all the wrong reasons, which is the reason why you're not on the mission properly. So you'll fall into things like wanting worldly desires, being someone who only wants, the fame, the fortune. They want the things that the mission gets them or the assignment gets them, but they're not working from a place of love. They're not coming from a place of passion. And now you're building something that may not succeed. This is where you see people who are working toward goals and the goals won't take off. It's not the assignment. It's the way you're going about operating within the mission. So understanding these key aspects is going to get you to where you need to go. Now, if you would definitely like to dive a little deeper, I'm totally down for that. So send me a direct message and I will go ahead and send you a live, the live session that I'm going to be operating in next week, and you can join. So I'll send you that information. If you send me a direct message, you can put live, you can put assignment, you can put mission, and I'll just go ahead and send you that link and the date and time so that you can go ahead and log in. If you would also like some guidance on developing your mission or even finding the purpose, you can also direct message me as well, and we can set up a one-on-one call. I'll leave that up to you guys. Got a full day. So I'm going to leave you here. Love and light and peace.